So we're just waiting on Alessandra, right?
Yeah, she was on like half an hour ago. She asked me for like the thing, and I told her we weren't starting until 7:30. So I don't
Oh.
know what's going on with that.
All right, all right.
Do we know where Emily is this week?
She sent an email like a few minutes ago saying that she won't be able to make it because their car died.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep, yep.
I mean, not awesome that the car died. Awesome that you know.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna send Alessandra another invite.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Okay.
Are we waiting for someone else?
I think that's. I think this is everybody, right?
Yeah, I
I think
think
so.
so. Since Emily
Yep.
can't come.
Yeah. Okay.
So we can start. So are we taking that chapter 3 exam, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Alessandra, do you want to start reading off the questions?
Yeah, I can start. Um. Okay. Okay. Now, question number 1. In the finding faces in a landscape demonstration in your text, why was it easier to identify faces as opposed to other patterns? Identifying faces is a bottoms up process. It is easier due to the Gestalt law of similarity. Faces are familiar stimuli we are naturally attuned to identify. Cognitive psychologists have no clue. Um,
I
I
think.
oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I think for this one I put faces are familiar stimuli.
I don't remember what I put.
Yeah, I think so too because it says because of our familiarity with faces.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah, yeah, I put that too.
Okay.
Hmm.
Perfect.
The faces are familiar stimuli.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Question 2. When a double dissociation occurs, this indicates that two functions involve the same mechanisms, are absent, are present, or involve different mechanisms.
Involve different mechanisms.
Yeah, that's what
That's
I put.
what I put as well.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. In the monkey business video you watched as part of this class, what happened? A person in a large gorilla costume walked through the scene. The curtain changed colors, and a player left. A person in a large gorilla costume walked through the scene, and the curtain changed colors. A person in a large gorilla costume walked through the scene. A person in a large gorilla costume walked through the scene. The curtain changed colors. A player left the scene, and one of the basketballs rolled off to the side.
I think for this one,
This wasn't in the chapter 3 lesson.
yeah, I don't think so. But I think
it was the second one, the changed colors and the gorilla.
Yeah, I think so because I looked up the video and I think this is what it was.
It's in the newest. It's in next chapters for Zool, whatever that thing is called.
Yeah.
Video. I didn't watch it to the end though because I've seen it before, so I don't know if they added more than the other two.
Yeah.
And so the player that a player left the zine, I don't know how to pronounce that. Is it also a right answer?
So
I saw one person leaving the zine.
Oh, maybe.
So it's just isn't it just the large gorilla costume walked through the scene and the curtain changed color?
That's what I thought, but she said that someone left the scene. Did you watch the whole video? I only watched
it. And yeah, at the end, a person left the scene.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it up real quick.
Yeah, let's see.
Since we're not timed, like I thought we were gonna be.
Yeah, it's so weird that these ones aren't timed, but the other ones are.
I know, right?
Mm-hmm.
Stresses me out that you only get 30 minutes for 25 questions, so it's like you get less than a minute per question.
Yeah, it's so stressful.
Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen with y'all. If I can figure out how to do that. Oh, how do I share my screen? All right, can you all see my screen?
I cannot see your screen.
Me either.
Do you guys have it? Oh, wait, just a second. I didn't push the share button yet. That makes sense.
Oh, there it is.
Do you see it now?
There it is.
Beautiful. Well, all of them leave at the end. Well, sorry guys. I don't know what just went down. 16 passes.
Okay. So, is it just the person in the large gorilla costume walked through the scene and the curtain changed color?
Yeah, so it's all three of them. Because it says right here, the person on the black team leaving game.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So, switch that answer.
Cool.
I answered that wrong on my quiz then.
Me too.
But I feel like we should get the points for it because it wasn't even in our...
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways.
Okay, so question 4. The old lady versus the young woman image you saw on the slides for this course is a good illustration of the law of proximity, law of familiarity, light from above heuristic, or law of similarity.
I don't remember what it was.
I think I put the law of familiarity, but I'm not sure.
I don't remember what I put
Yeah, I don't
I'm
remember
gonna look it up really quick. So it's not light from above.
Okay.
What do you think it is? A law of similarity?
I think it's similarity or familiarity.
Okay.
I can't remember.
Okay.
It would probably be law of familiarity, right? Because
Yeah,
the
so
one we're most familiar with would
The one
jump
you
out
would see.
first.
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Question number 5. Evidence for the role of top-down processing in perception is shown by which of the following examples? When someone when someone accurately identifies a word in a song on a radio broadcast despite the static interfering with reception, when someone can easily select a target that has a feature distinct from distractors, when someone cannot read an illegible word in a written sentence, when someone easily identifies an object even though that object is unexpected in that context. I think it's when someone accurately identifies a word in a song on a radio broadcast despite the static interfering with reception.
Yeah, I think that's the one I put down too.
Yeah.
I think I put that one down as well, but the top-down processing and bottom-up processing is really confusing to me, so you understand it and could explain it.
So the top-down processing is where it's like your experiences, right? Your experiences help you with your perception, and then the bottom up is like isn't just like the basic senses, like what does it say? Like it starts from like the information that's received by the receptors. So it's like the bottom of the brain up, and then like top down is the top of the brain down, like with reasoning and memory and stuff, I think.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, question 6. You look at a rope coiled on a beach and are able to perceive it as a single strand because of the law of good figure, simplicity, familiarity, or good continuation.
I put good continuation.
Mm-hmm. Me too.
Yeah.
Okay, sweet.
Me too.
Alright, so number 7, the bottom-up processing approach proposes that there are a number of basic features such as curvature and tilt, rectangular solids and cubes, movement and brightness, horizontal lines, and vertical lines. So it's
rectangular, I think.
What? So if it's
Rectangular
is
solids.
it movement and brightness?
Is it horizontal lines and vertical lines?
That's the one I guessed, but I also failed really badly, so
Yeah. Because that's the one I put down too, but I'm not sure. Let me look.
I think I put on that one as well.
So horizontal lines and vertical lines.
When Carlos moved to the US, he did not understand any English. Phrases like an American pie and ice cream, classic, didn't make any sense to him. Now that Carlos has been learning English, he recognizes this phrase as an American pie and ice cream classic. This example that Carlos is not capable of bottom-up processing, the likelihood principle, algorithms, or speech segmentation in English.
I put speech segmentation.
Yep.
Yeah, I did too.
Sorry, guys. What did you go for in question number 7?
Horizontal lines and vertical lines.
Oh. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So, are we agreed on speech segmentation?
Yes.
I'm good with it.
Okay. Cool. Whose turn is it to read the next question?
Alessandro's.
Sorry, guys. Okay, Maria took a drink from a container marked milk. Surprised, she quickly spit out the liquid because it turned out the container was filled with orange juice instead. Maria likes orange juice, so why did she have such a negative reaction to it? Her response was most affected by bottom-up processing, top-down processing, reception of the stimulus, focus, attention, and no one of these.
I think I put down top-down processing.
Yeah.
Because we haven't talked about processing yet.
It was an experience she had before with the milk and the orange.
Yeah, so this is expected milk because she processed it from past experience. And so when she tasted it, orange juice, she was like, what is this?
Yeah, because she was expecting the milk, and so she was confused. Because she didn't have experience for it. Yeah. Okay. Okie-dokie. Okay. Question 10. What is an accurate statement about the difference between bottom-up and top-down processing in perception? All of these. Bottom-up only involves geons. Top-down only involves prior experiences. Bottom-up originates from one's prior experience or knowledge. Top-down originates from sensory input. Bottom-up only involves prior experiences. Top-down only involves geons. Bottom-up originates from sensory input. Top-down originates from one's prior experience or knowledge. I think it's the last one, right?
Bottom-up sensory input and top-down from prior experience.
Yeah, that's the one I put down originally.
Okay.
Cool. Yes, I think that's correct. All right, question 11. A heuristic is a series of rules that specify how we organize parts into wholes. A procedure that is guaranteed to solve a problem. Rule of thumb that provides a best guess solution to a problem, or a short algorithm. I think I put rule of thumb one, but I don't remember. I think it's in the glossary though.
Yeah, I think it's the rule of thumb one because I looked it up in the book afterwards, and that's how it's defined.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys are good with that. Rule of thumb.
So rule of thumb, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
When does the moon seem bigger than normal? When we see the moon high in the sky, when the moon is a reddish color, when the moon is full, when the moon is near the mountain skyline.
Oh, I got it wrong.
I had no idea. But I picked the moon. Wait, when it's bigger than normal.
Ouch.
When it's red, it just means that there's smoke. And
I think I put near the mountain skyline.
Yeah, I think I did too, because when it's high in the sky, it's smaller than when it's closer to the mountain skyline.
yeah, that makes the most sense to me.
And since the mountain is smaller than the moon, it probably makes it look bigger because of the perception.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Beautiful. Let's do that one.
I like it.
Okay. As presented in the slides regarding perception, what could we reasonably conclude about communications from the Spirit? No one of these. God loves us more than those in the Bible. Modern psychology cannot explain this, therefore they are not real. Just because current science cannot understand something does not mean they are not important. I think it's just because current science cannot understand something does not mean they are not important.
Yeah, that's what I put down too.
God loves us more than those in the Bible. That one's funny.
Yeah. Okay. Question 14. Experience resulting from stimulation of the senses and information from the senses that can help guide our actions is called consolidation, sensation, perception, or transduction.
Isn't that perception?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yes, I'm pretty sure that's.
Help guide our actions. Yeah. Because vision sensation is just like feeling it, but perception can help guide the action.
Yeah, and perception's like the experience from it. Yeah.
Okay. Number 15. Computer programs have been designed that can recognize matching faces with the same accuracy as human beings, but the computer loses its efficiency at this process when animal faces are substituted for human faces, the faces of children, the faces viewed from an angle, or the faces are of people with scars and deformities. I'm pretty sure it's from an angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I put.
That's what I put down too.
During a professional baseball game, a long fly ball is hit down the first baseline towards the foul ball pole. If it goes to the right of the pole, it will be a foul ball, and if it goes to the left, it will be a home run. The umpire making this call will have the most difficulty making the judgment because the human visual perceptual system is simply inefficient at making judgments in cases where the visual stimuli are more than a few feet away. The umpire will be looking right at the foul pole instead of viewing it from an angle. It can be very difficult to distinguish one item from another when there's an overlap between the two. The ball will probably disappear from view whether it goes in front of or behind the foul pole.
I think it could be very difficult to distinguish one item from another when there's overlap between the two, right?
Yeah.
I think that's what I put.
Yeah, that's what I put down too.
Okay. Question 17. The sequence of steps that includes the image on the retina, changing the image into electrical signals and neural processing is an example of bottom-up processing.
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
On that one, so that's better than.
Yeah, I think it is bottom up.
Since it's the senses.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Question 18. If a word is identified more easily than when it is in a sentence than when it is presented alone, this would be an example of blank processing. Bottom up, top down, sequential, or serial. I think this one's top down, right?
Yeah, because it's based on your understanding. So you're like, oh, I
Yep.
understand the other words, so it helps you process.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Which of the following is an example of an effect of top-down processing? Perceiving all of the birds in a flock as belonging together, the response of a feature detector, seeing a flash of lightning in a thunderstorm, or speech segmentation. What is the response of a feature detector? I don't even know what that is.
I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure the answer is speech segmentation. I think.
That makes sense.
I was like, I don't even know what that one is, so.
So speech segmentation?
I'm good with
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
That's what
Evidence for the role of top-down processing and perception is shown by which of the following examples? When someone accurately identifies a word in a song on a radio broadcast despite static interfering with reception. When someone cannot read an illegible word in a written sentence. When someone easily identifies an object even though that object is unexpected in that context. Example, identifying a telephone inside a refrigerator. When someone can easily detect a target that has a feature distinct from disk characters.
It's the when someone accurately identifies a word in a song, right?
Wait.
Yeah, isn't this question repeated?
Yeah, I think so.
Same
I
question
think
we had
so.
earlier. Top down's past experience, and then bottom up is.
So,
census.
so what do you say you think is the correct answer?
When someone accurately identifies the word. Why have there been like this quiz and last quiz? There were two repeated.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of interesting.
Hope you don't get that one wrong twice.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Question 21. Some perceptions result from assumptions we make about the environment that we are not even aware of. This theory of unconscious inference was developed by, I don't know how to pronounce it, but it's the one who starts with the H.
Yeah, Helmholtz. That's the one I put down.
Helmholtz. Okay.
So many words.
Okay. Question 22. The likelihood principle states that it is easier to perceive vertical and horizontal orientations. We perceive size to remain the same size even when objects move to different distances. We perceive the object that is most likely to have caused the pattern of stimuli we have received. Feature detectors are likely to create a clear perception of an object.
I put we perceive the object that is most likely to have caused the pattern of stimuli.
Yeah, that one I did too, but I just guessed.
I just check the textbook and that's what it says under the definition.
Yeah, that's what I got too, that we have received.
Awesome.
Okay.
All right, 23. The process by which small objects become perceptually grouped to form larger objects is the principle of perceptual organization, perceptual discriminability, perceptual fusion, or conjunction. I think it did organization, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, I put down perceptual organization too.
Beautiful.
Okay. I got this one wrong because I put fusion.
Oh,
sorry.
You are at a parade where there are a number of marching bands. You perceive the bands that are all in the same uniforms as being grouped together. The red uniforms are one band, the green uniforms another, and so forth. You have this perceptual experience because of the law of familiarity, pragnans, similarity, and simplicity. So,
Oh, man, which one was this? I had to look it up.
I don't remember what I put.
He talks about it in the definition of the glossary, so I remember looking this one up. I just don't remember what I put.
Dani, ¿tu tarea? ¿Tu tarea? ¿Ya está? Oh. Okay, question 25.
Wait, what did we get for number 24?
Yeah, I think it's
I
Oh,
think it's
sorry.
similarity, right? Similarity.
I think so. Oh.
Similarity?
Yeah, I think so. Similarity.
Yeah, it's similarity.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, question 25. The notion that every stimulus pattern is seen in such a way that the resulting structure is as simple as possible is called the law of common fate.
I think it's Pragnan's.
Pragnance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I put too.
Oh,
Because the other ways to say that law is like the principle of good figure and the principle of simplicity. Yeah.
Okay.
I think they just used that one to throw us off.
Mm-hmm. Okay, thank you.
Okay. The textured wall example from your text illustrates the oblique effect, the light from above heuristic, semantic regularities, and size constancy.
I put the light from above.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's what I did too.
Yeah, that one makes the most sense, I think.
Which one? Semantic regularities?
The light from above.
Oh, the light from above. Okay, yeah.
Okay, number 27. The results of that guy's experiment illustrate that our nervous systems remain fairly stable in different environments, an effect of experience-dependent plasticity. The training of a monkey to recognize the difference between common objects can influence how the monkey's neurons fire in these objects, or the neurons specialized to respond to faces are present in our brain when we are bored.
I put experience-dependent plasticity.
Yeah, I did too.
The experimental technique that involves removing part of the brain is known as fMRI, EEG, dissociation, or brain ablation. I put brain ablation.
Yeah, I did too.
Okay. Question 29. The perception pathway corresponds to the pathway, while the action pathway corresponds to the pathway. Where what? Where? I think it's one of them. The what, where, or where what.
I think it's what, where.
Okay, sweet.
I think.
Yeah. What, where.
Yeah. Pathway corresponds.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Okay. What, where?
What,
yeah.
Where. Okay.
Is it my turn?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay. Question 30. The study of the behavior of humans with brain damage is called positron emission tomography, neuropsychology, the subtraction technique, or functional localization. It's neuropsychology, right?
That's what I put.
I think so.
Okay. Okie dokie. All right.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Okay, so our rough draft is due, is it this Saturday?
I think so.
So pretty much all we have to do is copy and paste everyone's together, right?
I think so. I was wondering about that because does she want us to submit ours individually or just put it all together?
I don't know. Maybe we should.
I can email her and ask really quick, and then I can email you guys or put it on our discussion board.
What is it?
Perfect.
Sorry, guys. What is it? What you are talking about?
The annotated bibliography that.
Oh, yeah.
So we all have one source that we do.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Okay, I'm gonna work on that, and I'm going to attach that on the Google file. Okay.
Perfect. And then should we just pick one person to put it all together, and then if we need to put it all together?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, sweet. Does anyone want to do that? I think it's pretty much just copy and pasting.
Yeah. When is it due? I think it's due this week. Okay.
Because if we all have to submit everyone's, then she's just gonna get like 5 copies of the exact same assignment.
That's true. Okay. I can do it.
I just emailed her to make sure.
Okay.
I'll let you know what she says.
Okay.
And then I guess we can plan from there if we have to copy and paste them or not.
Okay. Sounds good.
Perfect. All right. Is everyone good with 7:30 again next week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That works for me.
Perfect.
So I'm halfway done with my summary, so I just put what I have so far.